You know, I find it odd that trees don't worry. They have reason over all of us to fear for the change of season. They lose their leaves, color, and nourishment. Their season of vitality comes to an end every year with intense predictability, yet it does not prevent them from hiding their vibrancy from us during the spring, summer, and fall. Each season, they exist in the present, radiating the time they are alive in. In the spring, they carry buds, blossoms, and birds, and they never think to hide it from us. Each day, they show up with the same beauty as the day before. In the summer, they live with brightness, shade, and velocity, being the ones to bear the heat so that we can be shaded beneath their leaves. In the fall, they begin to transform. Green turns to yellow, pink, and gold, painting the landscape with warmth and color. I would expect that this would be the most anxious season of all for them, considering what happens next. Winter. The time that strips their leaves and strips them barren. They sit outside covered in blankets of shivers and ice. Despite the bleakness of the cold, they typically stick around and come back excited and prepared for the spring. What makes them so fearless? They know that they are going to suffer, yet they don't worry. Not to forget all the times that the weather is unpredictable. The times when spring doesn't look like spring and is still holding tight to the tense breeze of winter. The disappointment doesn't seem to stop them from releasing their effortless beauty once the cold releases. They bear the burden of the brutality and trust on the coming of spring. Who knows? Maybe they appreciate it. Maybe they carry the realization that there must be the barren winter for spring to be so stunning, for summer to have so much velocity. We all know how valuable trees are. We don't tend to question or feel as though trees are a waste of space. Actually, I take that back. There are some who do, and they are truly missing out. Trees provide oxygen, life for animals, purity to our environment, not to mention the unique beauty that each one possesses, so different from the rest. The truth is, trees have a purpose. They bring something to the earth that is specifically unique to them. I have a feeling they know that, and it plays a part in why they stick around and don't hide their loveliness from us. Oddly enough, I think we as people could learn something from these trees. We hide because we don't believe that we have a purpose. We think that change is too much for us and that it will knock us out of our irreplaceable, undeniably fervent lives. Some of us are too ashamed to even stand tall and be present out of fear of the predictable change to come, or out of the fear of unknown. We hold ourselves tightly in as if we exist in a never-ending winter. Then, when it comes time to reveal our beauty, we hide. What would happen if we just stopped hiding and stopped being so scared? The world will continue, and it will continue with changes that we know about in advance and changes that catch us so off guard that we lose our breath. Sometimes I wonder how we can face the present without fear, that dancing in the unknown, that embrace of the moment. What does that look like? How can we learn it? Truth is that we are constantly changing, and nothing is ever the same. So by the time we learn how to control the uncontrollable, it will be too late. We will potentially have worried ourselves into our own graves. We must find an alternate route by learning how to trust, even despite circumstance. How do we choose to dance in the barren winter or to embrace the morning of loss? Existing in the present moment is something that we must do in order to recognize and be a part of a life that is full and full of meaning. Hiding from particular moments will only keep us from experiencing love, whether it be thinking through every possible scenario before taking a leap, or if it is dwelling on something that has happened in the past that we regret. Maybe it is the fear of committing to someone because of the apprehension that they might change. Trust me, they will change. Everyone is changing. We are all in the same boat, learning, understanding, failing, falling, getting up again, and learning some more. So even when it comes to loving people, we must admit that change is a factor we can't hide from. Connection will tell you that you must face change, unpredictability, and let go of control. I propose an ode to the trees, an ode to their fearlessness, to exist even when they know life will be cold. They know that sometimes it will be empty, and there will be less life in certain seasons. But that doesn't give them justification to not shine their beauty in the seasons to come. They give me confidence that I can be okay in the barren and in the cold. They encourage me to show up to the present despite the circumstance. Wouldn't it be an injustice if the trees didn't show up? We would mourn for them. Are we not just as special? Do we not hold such beauty? It is crucial that we gain the boldness to show up. Sometimes our beauty is hindered by our fear, but we can learn from the trees that we don't have to live like that. I want to live. I want to blossom and grow and provide shade for people. I want to be colorful. I want to be tall. I want to be happy and sad when the time declares it. I want to exist apart from worry. I want to know that I have a purpose, unique to me, just like you have one that is unique to you. If we fear change, we're missing out. We deserve to play our irreplaceable part. We must be in the world, invade the moment, inhabit the season. An ode to the trees.